welcome back. So today is day 29 of the Daily Arithmetic Challenge. Okay, on the screen are the first 6 questions for you to have a go at. There are 4 more on the next one and 10 in total. Once you've done all of them, make sure that you press play and we'll go through all of the answers together. Okay, time to go through the answers. As soon as you have them. So the first question is just a simple multiplication by 100. So remember, as soon as you have a multiplication or a division by 10, 100 or 1000, you don't need to write out the multiplication nor the division method. You literally just need to move the numbers either up or down the amount of place values that it tells you to do. So for this one, because we're multiplying by 100, obviously multiplication suggests the number's going to get bigger, and we have got 2 zeros in the number 100, which means that our numbers are going to move up 2 place values. So as you can see, I have done that with my number, drawn the arrows to show that they've moved up. The decimal stays in the same place. That's very, very important to remember. So the number is actually 67.4. If you have the 0 in front, that would have been accepted, but just remember that actually you don't need that there anymore because there is no value in it. Number 12, this is basically just a simple subtraction where the equals sign, the answer box, is on the wrong side of the equation. So it's just a straightforward subtraction, so the answer was 6,155. Number 13, you could have actually done this by doing 99 divided by 9, which obviously we know is 11, because 11 nines are 99. So if 11 nines are 99, then it must be 110 nines are 990, because it's 10 greater, so my answer is also 10 greater. Number 14, 7 squared. Now remember, that does not mean 7 times 2, it means times the 7 together twice, so 7 times 7, which is 49. Number 15, we've got 6,672 add 7,809. It's just a straightforward addition. Definitely use a method for this one, don't try and do it in your head. There's too many different digits going on and you don't want to make a silly mistake. And number 16, this one actually was quite easy. You've got 10% of 6,340. So remember, if you're finding 10% of a number, you can just divide that number by 10. And because our number ends in a 0, actually the division by 10 is quite easy here. So it just becomes 634. So for this one, again, remember I've said that you can actually put that 9, the number that you're multiplying by, underneath in the wrong place value for this, because all we need to remember is that we are multiplying each of those numbers by 9. If you put your 9 underneath the other 9, that's absolutely fine, because technically that is the correct place value for that digit. So the answer here is 10.35. Don't forget to put your decimal point in your answer, otherwise it will be wrong. Number 18, we've got 7/10 take away 1/10, nice and easy, that's just 6/10. You subtract your numerators and your denominators stay the same because they're already the same number. Number 19, we've got 478.2 multiplied by 10. So again, it's a multiplication, so we know the number that we end up with has got to be bigger than the original number. And because there's only 1 0 after the 1, that means they all just move up 1 place value. So the number would be 4,782. You could have 0.0 if you have done, that's fine, but if you have taken that away, that's equally fine because there's no value there. Number 20. 5,621 divided by 7, I would have definitely written out the division method for this one. As you can see, I've written out my 7 times tables along the bottom just to help me out, and I have got the answer 803.